We are not in a war of weapons or soldiers. We are in a war of mathematical instructions. A silent war, for your attention, for your data, for your behavior. Algorithms don't fire bullets, but they decide what you see, what you think, what you desire. They are invisible, yet they shape your reality. Every click, every scroll, every pause, is a fragment of you turned into strategy. They don't fight for territory. They fight for your mind. And while we believe we are free, they draw invisible maps of our decisions. The battle unfolds on screens, on networks, in digital marketplaces. It is the war no one sees, but the war we all live.
What is an algorithm? Think of it in the simplest way. An algorithm is a recipe, a set of instructions that tell you how to reach a result. If you want to make coffee, you follow a recipe. Heat the water, grind the beans, mix, serve. Algorithms do the same thing, but instead of coffee, they process information. When you open Netflix, an algorithm looks at what you've watched before, compares it with millions of other viewers, and recommends your next series. When you type into Google, an algorithm predicts your words before you finish. They are invisible, but everywhere. In your GPS calculating the fastest route. In your bank detecting suspicious activity. In your social media feed deciding what appears first on your screen. At first glance, algorithms seem neutral, but neutrality is an illusion. Whoever designs the recipe chooses the ingredients, and those choices can shape what you see, what you think, what you buy. An algorithm can be as simple as sorting a list, or as complex as predicting your future behavior. And the more data they collect, the more powerful they become. An algorithm is a recipe. But today, some recipes control the world. So the real question is not only what an algorithm is, but who writes these recipes, and why.
The battlefield has shifted, no longer defined by streets or territories, but by our attention. Every second spent gazing at a screen, every gesture, every click, is a move in an invisible war waged by digital giants. Google, Meta, TikTok, X, all are locked in a struggle for a single prize, our endless engagement. Their algorithms, sharpened like precision weapons, analyze our patterns, anticipate our desires, and craft stimuli to keep us captive. The true measure of success is no longer what you see, but for how long they can hold your gaze. Every like, comment, and share acts as fuel, refining the algorithm, heightening its addictiveness, and tightening its grip. The result is a landscape of isolating information bubbles, consuming addictions, and a radicalization that turns opinions into fortified trenches. What masquerades as harmless entertainment is, in reality, a psychological war zone, a fight for our attention where the true weapon isn't the content, but the algorithm that curates it. And while we operate under the illusion of free choice, our next move has already been predicted.
The war of security is not fought with visible weapons, but with lines of code clashing in silence. Hackers against defenders, algorithms scanning for anomalies, detecting strange patterns across millions of data points, raising alerts in fractions of a second. But the battle has changed. It is no longer human versus human. It is artificial intelligence versus artificial intelligence. Bots that learn to attack, testing vulnerabilities, inventing new ways to infiltrate, and bots that learn to defend, anticipating moves, closing doors before they are forced open. Every day, this war accelerates. An endless cycle of attack and defense, where creativity is no longer exclusive to humans, but to machines evolving in real time. The unsettling question remains: who will dominate this invisible battlefield? The hackers, or the algorithms that promise to protect us? The economic war is no longer fought by traders shouting on the floor of the stock exchange. Today, the battlefield is silent server rooms, where algorithms decide in microseconds what once took humans minutes or hours. This is algorithmic trading. Bots that buy and sell shares at impossible speeds, executing thousands of transactions in the blink of an eye, moving millions of dollars in fractions of a second. One dramatic example: the flash crash of 2010. In just a few minutes, the U.S. market lost nearly $1 trillion. And then recovered. It wasn't panic among humans. It was code colliding with code, triggering a lightning collapse. The central idea is unsettling. Today, much of the global economy is not managed by humans. It is managed by code.
It's just a movement. Let us build a future where every bit of it is possible. Together we will rise.
The political war is no longer fought only in rallies or televised debates. Today, it is fought on screens, in social networks, through invisible algorithms. Campaigns no longer aim to persuade crowds, but to target individuals. This is micro-targeting. Messages crafted for you, based on your interests, your fears, your digital habits. Every ad, every post, is a precise shot aimed at your mind. During election seasons, platforms adjust their algorithms like weapons of precision. They decide which messages are amplified, which voices are silenced, which emotions are intensified. And now, a new threat: deepfakes. Videos so realistic, yet entirely fabricated, that they can destroy reputations, spread confusion, and manipulate truth itself. One notorious example: Cambridge Analytica. Millions of profiles harvested, turned into personalized propaganda, transforming private data into political ammunition. The message is clear: political war is no longer driven only by speeches or ballots. It is driven by invisible code, manipulating perception, and capable of steering the destiny of nations.
The new technological war is not fought in factories or on physical battlefields. It is fought in server farms, in data centers, across invisible networks. It is the war of artificial intelligences. ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Llama. Names that sound abstract, almost futuristic. But behind them are models competing to be faster, more precise, more powerful. How do they compete? By training on ever larger oceans of data, by harnessing greater computational power, and by developing increasingly sophisticated strategies. And here lies the unsettling idea: algorithms that train other algorithms. Machines that not only learn, but teach other machines how to learn. The question is inevitable: who truly controls this war? The humans who began it, or the algorithms now training other algorithms?
The war of commerce is no longer fought in physical markets or supermarket aisles. Today, it is fought on screens, through invisible algorithms that decide prices and recommendations. Amazon is the most visible battlefield. Its dynamic pricing algorithms shift in seconds, adjusting to demand, to competitors, even to your browsing history. And it's not only about prices. Recommendations influence millions of purchases every day. What appears first on your screen, what is suggested as similar, or frequently bought together, is no accident. It is an algorithm shaping your decision before you make it. But Amazon is not alone in this war. Shopify empowers thousands of independent merchants. Walmart deploys its massive logistics and physical presence. Temu lures buyers with ultra-low prices and aggressive strategies. The central idea is clear. Commerce no longer depends only on visible products or prices. It depends on invisible algorithms that decide what you see, what you pay, and what you ultimately buy.
The future of this war will not be decided in Silicon Valley, nor in the halls of government. It will not be Google. It will not be the state. The true winner will be whoever controls the data, because data is the fuel of algorithms, the raw material of artificial intelligence, the most valuable resource of the 21st century. Algorithms have no morality, but those who program them do. The future is not written in lines of code. It is written in the responsibility of those who decide how algorithms will govern our lives.
The war continues. It is not fought with missiles, nor with visible armies. It is fought with lines of code, with algorithms silently shaping the course of our lives. And even if you cannot see it, you are already inside.